Look at that. Hey guys, AJ here back with another one for you. So guys, the following clip is from one of my live streams. Guys, I go live Monday through Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So guys, come and join the lives. We laugh, we cry, we laugh until we cry. And before we get into this clip, guys, like, subscribe, drop a comment. I have a second channel called 50304s. Go and check that out. And hit that join button because it really helps the channel out. And let's get into this.
Don't cry on the internet. Don't cry on the internet. So my kids just got denied for CHIP, which is New Jersey's like healthcare for kids, because my income is $22,000 a month. I'm like, where? My only assumption is that they're using the bonus from my old job that it was paid out this year. But I don't have a job, and I don't understand why like the only options now are to wait for the letter to come in the mail, because I got an email, but I can't do anything until the letter comes, or reapply. So you can appeal or reapply. And they said reapplying is faster. And I was like, it took me from April to now, May to now. It's almost August. And then I was talking to the directors at EV school about Addie. So originally she was supposed to start September 1st. And they're going to let me know if they have another kid for that spot. And so I either lose my spot and they can't tell me when I'm going to get another spot, or I have to enroll her and pay $2,300 a month, by the way. The wait lists here are like 12 months.
You guys know what I'm hearing, right? Guys, I'm telling you, you have to point and laugh. That's the only thing we can do.
Specifically for infants. So if I choose not to take her spot, I would then have to get a nanny if they don't have a spot open when I do get a job. And just to put in perspective, just to cover my rent and both girls in daycare is $7,200.
Look at that.
My hope is, even if I get a job, I'm not going to get a job that pays as much.
Gee, maybe you should have got married, right? Maybe women shouldn't have gone into the workforce en masse, far from home, and then made this daycare industry so crazy. Guys, when I was young in the 80s, my great aunt watched all the neighborhood kids because she was a housewife. And as housewives had side hustles and all this other stuff. So my great aunt's side hustle was watching us kids. And she made money, but my parents paid her like $30, about $40 a week. I think $100 a week, maybe, for 3 of us. So
my last job did. But even if I get a job that covers enough, I am going to have to find another stream of income. And so I guess I'll keep trying to do UGC or whatever, or try to grow this. I don't. Part of me is just like angry at myself because I decided to do motherhood by myself. And I'm now in this position where I'm the only income. And I understand that even families with 2 people have single incomes sometimes. And this can happen.
You hear that, guys? You hear that? She said she out and out admitted that she chose to do motherhood on her own. Look at that. You absolute dolt. You moron. What are you doing?
Happen as well. But like, there's just an extreme amount of guilt on me right now. And obviously the girls are too young to understand what's going on. I need to figure out how I can make more money, either on social media.
Oh, guys, look at her name. Amanda Single Mom by Choice. Amanda Single Mom by Choice. Look at that, guys. Look at that. So here she is, right? I'm strong and independent. I can raise these kids by myself.
I am woman, hear me roar, in numbers too big to ignore.
Clown world. Look at this. Look at this, guys. Single mom by choice times 2. IVF donor conception. Single mom by choice. Am I crazy for doing this again? And now you're unemployed, you're broke, and you're trying to get our tax dollars. You absolute idiot. Guys, this is the ultimate modern woman right here. Look at that. Look at that, guys. What a joke. What a joke. Oh, I don't have any money. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Please. Look at this, guys. Wow. Look at this, guys. What an absolute idiot. She chose to go to the sperm bank and do IVF twice, and now she's an unemployed, dunderheaded, idiotic, moronic goofball trying to get our tax dollars. Wow. I'm a single mom by choice. Look at this, guys.
Don't cry.
Wow. What are these comments? Look at this. Someone says this has to be satire. $22K per month. Where's their dad? What? This is ridiculous. It has the balls to apply for CHIP. Are you serious? What a joke. Okay, guys, here we go.
So I just spent the last 30 minutes cleaning up body glow, glass, and fucking shards off of my floor. Telling children to be careful and not do something will always and forever be a self-fulfilling prophecy. And if you're like, well, what do you mean? What do you mean? I mean, if I can tell you. This just happened to me about 0.2 seconds ago. I'm packing, and I was packing a little bag for an overnighter that we're doing. And my daughter decides she's going to, steal my makeup, like, kit, that it comes like a hard case kit. Okay, I needed that, but fine, I won't say anything. She fills it to the brim. I'm like, you're 7. You don't need all of this, specifically for one night. I'm taking 2 items. Okay, so she pulls out a glass container with body glow. Mind you, my fucking body glow. But again, I'm a good mother, so I was like, oh, you like that? Sure. Be careful. Be careful. That's gonna break. Be careful. She's fucking swinging it around. Be careful.
Look at this chick. Guys, what do you think this chick is on? Zoloft, Lexapro. How many SSRIs do you guys think this chick?
Be careful. Well, I'm fucking taking it.
Look at this. Look at this. Let me make this bigger. Whoa. Look at that, guys. Look at that. My goodness, guys. Come on. Look at those eyes.
Shit. No shoes on. No fucking shoes in sight. Okay? I'm in my fucking bathroom pinching one off. Okay? God. I'm so frustrated right now. And I'm trying not to make a big deal out of it. I'm like, please stop. Please stop. Increasingly, please stop. That's gonna break. And just like that, you know what happens? All over my fucking floor. Body glow. It was on my fucking walls. Okay?
Listen to this chick's mouth. Look at that.
So last night I was browsing places to live because every single day that seems to be what I have to do now. Look up places to live, jobs, and all of that. Stress out about where we're going, how we're doing it.
Look at that.
Anyways, I found this place for $1,500 for like a triplex or something in the area that I need to be in for my son to go to high school. And I was like, okay, cool, 2-bedroom, $1,500, decent, like pets are allowed, it looks all right, doesn't look too ghetto. And then I'm scrolling through the requirements, and one of the requirements is you need to make $5,000 a month. While my dad is like, just find a new place to live. Go find a new place to live. Just go get a basic job, anything. And I'm like, yeah, I'm reaching for straws or whatever the saying is. Like, I even got an application from Goodwill yesterday, and then I look up how much they make. And then I look up this job and I do the math and everything. And I'm like, yeah, no. Normal jobs are not going to get me into a place to live. I'm not going to be accepted into a place to live when the requirement is fucking $5,000 a month and I'm one fucking parent on my own. Are you fucking kidding me?
Maybe you should have thought about that before you left your husband, you dunce. Maybe you should have thought of that before you got divorced. Maverick, how you doing, man? How you doing? Let's see. Scott's here. What's going on, guys?
I am so tired of this. Like, I'm trying so hard not to cry right now. This is fucking bullshit. My dad is heartless. I need out. The shelters are full. Like, are you fucking kidding me? I need proof too, not like my own employment, which I'm not even making that right now with my cleaning business. So I'm like looking for jobs and stuff. But no, that's not gonna happen. It's $1,500 fucking apartment, and the requirement is to make $5,000 a month. Wow. I'm never gonna get out of this fucking place. So yeah, in case you haven't done the math, yeah, my truck's shaking because 2 tires are pulled. I need tires too, and no alignment done, and I'm so fucked. Anyways, the math is that I would need to make $31.25 just to make $5,000 a month to be able to get into a fucking apartment. $31.25 an hour. When right now everything's like $16.80 an hour. What the fuck? I fucking hate it here. Oh, and that's if I was working 40-hour work weeks, which most jobs aren't even that. They cut you off at like 39 hours or something so that they don't have to give you benefits. So, you know, that's if I'm working 40 hours full time. Really fucking great yet? And I'm so tired of you fucking Trump lovers commenting on my post. Fuck you.
Hey guys, here you go. Hey guys. Whoever has TikTok, there you go, guys. There you go, guys. Give her what for. This is why you need 2 incomes. You also need to get an education or a trade. Simple. All of my friends that are truckers, plumbers, coders, etc., are doing just fine in this economy. All of my other friends are married and have, the idea that someone can just live on their own and have one income is pretty dumb. If you only qualify for minimum wage jobs at your age, that sounds like a you problem, not an our problem, not an us problem. Do better. Laughing face. Post. Guys, come on. Guys, $5,000 a month. Seriously, hold on. So, guys, she can't get a place where you have to make $60,000 a month. Do you see, guys, even in this economy that's so hard, this is the cheapest time ever for a man to be a bachelor. See, back in the 30s, 40s, 50s, you have to be rich to be a bachelor, a bachelor. You know, oh, yeah, he's a bad bachelor or whatever. Now, guys, you make 60, 70, 80 grand a year, live in a nice, cheap place, have a 5, 6, 7-year-old paid off car, and you can do whatever the hell you want. You know what I'm saying?
True.
Trent, a quick question for you. When you were 19, 20, what were all the guys doing when you were 19, 20? Getting married, right?
Well, they were getting married or going to college and then getting married.
Yeah. And guys, think about these feminists. They played themselves. Because, guys, up until the 60s, we were actually okay as men. And even outside the West, you would meet a chick, you talk to her dad and say, look, hey, I'm interested in courting your daughter. He would say, what are your intentions? And then you guys will, go out on a couple of dates, go to the malt shop or whatever, go to the drive-in, and then you would get married, smash for the first time, have kids, and live life. But women decided that was patriarchy, right? And they decided that they're going to teach us men a lesson by banging every single Chad, Tyrone, Nug, Gavin, Nug 11 out there, right? Then when they're old and used up with 500,000 miles and 7 accidents on the Carfax, they want Trent or Memphis or Kevin or Maverick or Secret or User or Tim Hicks to swoop in and take them on. I don't think so, guys. I don't think so. This is why, and Trent's probably heard this too, right, Trent? You've heard other kind of countries talking about a single man's tax. Trent, have you heard this?
It has been all over social media.
Yes.
I mean, literally. It's like, you guys aren't wifing up. You aren't subsidizing single motherhood. We've got to tax you because you've got fewer votes.
Yeah, and us single men pay the most taxes anyways. There was a couple studies that actually showed that men are the only ones that actually pay net taxes anyways. Women get more out of the tax base than they actually put in.
Yes, I mean, this is one of those demographic truths that is driving the governments crazy, because men have decided, hey, if I just live frugal and I put my money into myself, my pursuits, and my crypto, hey, they don't have anything to tax.
Yep, that's true. That's true. That's very, very, very true.
What you're seeing here is men responding to incentives. Women are negative value added. Going out and killing yourself for lots of money is negative value added. I mean, once you have enough, why push for more if it's only going to get taxed and taken away from you?
But here's the thing, Milbar. I mean, Trent, you have men though that they have enough, and then they start investing and getting that passive income also. You know what I'm saying? Or they'll say, look, here's the thing. I'll find a way to be mobile, and they'll move from Seattle to Nashville. They'll move from New York to Florida, where the taxes are low. If there's one thing us men are good at doing, it's adapting. And guys, if there's one thing,
capital transports itself where it's taxed least.
Yeah. I don't want to say fairness because that's a woman's word, but we don't like being treated unjustly, right, Trent?
If you're discriminated against, you either fight it, and if you can't fight it, you leave.
Yes.
Right?
We don't like being treated unjustly, where we look at it and we can logically see that we have been treated in a way that's not. I have to use the word fair, but this is objectively fair. So, guys, once again, men, we vote with our feet and our wallets, and we see that more and more and more now. And it's getting to the point to where Germany, Sweden, the UK, and Australia have tossed it around, and New Zealand, the single man's tax, where if you're above a certain age and you're not married, they're going to tax you more. Yeah. Absolutely insane. Trent, did I ever tell you about that one thing in the UK where because remember a bunch of banks and millionaires and billionaires left London when Brexit happened because it's more expensive to do business because you're technically importing stuff outside the EU just to get stuff to London. My point is, they passed that tax where Trent, if you have a business, if you live in London and you have your business in the UK, then you have a business in Singapore that has nothing to do with the UK. They want to tax your Singapore business in the UK. They want to tax your revenue that you make for a country that has nothing to do with the UK just because you live there. Absolutely insane. And you wonder where all the rich people and successful people are leaving the UK. They're leaving Canada. They're leaving blue states. Absolutely insane. Trent, you were saying?
I was just saying that look, the reality is human capital is mobile. All right. If you have high human skills that can be exercised through the internet for financial gain, you can move someplace else where the local taxman can't reach you. All right. This is why California is now inventing all sorts of different taxes to, if you leave the state, we're going to grab your money on the way out. Simply because they've made their tax system so confiscatory that no one who makes any money that can leave and still make money is going to stay.
Yeah. And guys, Washington State, my dad, he was under the impression that Washington State was just this magical place that gave rise to Google and Microsoft or whatever, because I was like, no, Washington State has no state income tax and had very low taxes. That's why people came there to take chances on businesses. Tech people moved up from California to Washington State because there was no taxes compared to California. Now Washington State passed the state income tax. They passed all these taxes. Seattle passed all these taxes with that communist mayor, and everyone's leaving Seattle. And even more people are leaving Washington State. Starbucks is leaving. Boeing is leaving. Microsoft, Google, they're all going to Tennessee, Texas, Florida, so